The South Carolina Arts Commission granted the Youth Learning Institute at Clemson funds to develop and implement expressive arts activities with some of the at-risk youth that participate in programs at YLI. Those programs are the Youth Development Center, which is based at Camp Long in Aiken. It's a partnership program with the South Carolina Department of Juvenile Justice, a facility for nonviolent juvenile offenders who are serving short-term sentences. We also receive funding to work with the teen mothers who are in the New Horizons program with their babies, and that program is based at Camp Bob Cooper in Somerton. The grant allowed for the development of expressive arts activities and programs with these young people.
Benefits of working at a place like Camp Long is that people are able to latch onto big ideas and latch onto concepts like teaching the djembe drum. Camp Long was able to purchase several djembe drums, and so Leanne came in and did an instructor's training, meaning she took a couple of our teachers and a couple of our senior staff members and actually taught them how to teach.
So it's been a great program. We've had two different projects here. We've had the sewing project with artist Pat Salvant, who's really been great. We've had 18 sessions for about 3 hours apiece. The girls have learned how to make clothing for themselves as well as for their child.
When we first started, it was a lot of, I can't do, I don't want to do. I said, please, let's just put all that aside because we're going to do this. We are team members, and when I get finished with you all, if you don't never do nothing else for the rest of your life, you will be a great seamstress or attempt to be one.
It's been a really amazing class. We learned how to hem things up, how to take things in. We've made dresses for us to wear, and we're making outfits now for our kids. That's really exciting.
Because I like to sew, I think it calms you. If you're like to design stuff, you can create your own stuff and you can put it together and you can be unique, different.
And I also told them that I wanted to teach them good self-esteem on how to carry themselves and be young ladies. We really do need that now, you know, in this world, in this time. These young people these days, a lot of times they don't have a lot of good role models and people to actually show them the basics, how to stand, sit, walk. And I try to tell all the girls because a few of them had self-esteem problems. And I told them that beauty is, you know, in all shapes, sizes, colors, and no matter what you think, as long as you feel good about yourself, then other people will look at you the same way.
The results of some of the expressive arts activities that these kids did was just phenomenal. I had an opportunity to witness the photography that the young ladies at the Youth Development Center in Aiken had done, and it was just incredible. As you looked at the expressive forms of photography, it was just unbelievable that at-risk youth took these pictures. You would look at them and believe without a doubt that they were taken by a professional photographer.
One thing I want to do is let them know the theory behind photography and understand that it's not just going out and snapping pictures.
When I was younger, I used to want to be a photographer, and I just thought this was a good experience, taking all these pictures, the 100 pictures I took, and I got a pretty good picture.
Being able to take time, you know, just to go and appreciate all the things that are around us and, you know, looking at things differently.
The way he taught and the examples that he gave is better than to sit us down and just give us a bunch of information at one time. He gave us time. He showed us different examples at the same time when he did it.
The day of taking the photographs, I had divided the girls into 3 groups. So I go out, and it's amazing when you give these girls responsibility, they tend to always respond favorably. In other words, if you trust them, they'll go out and tend to do the right thing. And they went out with their cameras, took photographs, never once complained about anything, and just seemed to have a great time. And I took 14 girls out last Saturday, and every one of them was just as nice as they can be.
Well, I'd say, you know, one of the just general life skills is that they learn, hey, I can do something. When you come from a life that you've kind of seen failure after failure after failure, and you do simple things where you can take a picture that looks good, and you can take a picture of yourself, like a self-portrait that looks good, It just gives them confidence.
That's really good that people actually do care about us, because sometimes living back here, I feel like nobody cares about us, but when we get programs like this, I have something to look forward to doing, not just staying at home taking care of my baby, but just getting time to relax and do something that I enjoy. And also the teachers, I think they enjoy helping us, and they're really great teachers.
Well, one was a self-portrait, which really went over well. Kind of just how almost their ideal self, you know, how they see themselves. Not necessarily when they look in the mirror, but how they perceive themselves, how other people see them.
I think that people should know that they're a wonderful way to keep people, kids my age, from going out and doing stuff they shouldn't.
I think if you look at, again, the results that have come out of the drumming, the mask making, the fashion design, and the nature photography that our young people have been engaged in because of this grant, I think that, you know, therein lies the best evidence that it works, that engaging at-risk youth in expressive arts programs is truly effective. And I would hope that the South Carolina Arts Commission would look at this as a model and continue funding.